What is going on, guys? We are back with another video on Madden 20 franchise. We're doing another rebuild. It's the rebuild of the Colts. We did a realistic rebuild for them before, but that was with Andrew Luck. I did a weird, stupid thing where I decided after Andrew Luck retired, I was going to do a rebuild with him real quick. Everyone else, smarter, did one without, because, that's kind of where the clicks are going to come from. So I'm doing this completely opposite, which is just, talk about a really smart guy. I gotta say some sort of profanity or something. Nipple rings are tasty. I guess they are. Because of the stupid COPPA Act I've mentioned on Twitter a while back, but it's a thing and it's coming. Just like me at night in front of thousands. See? Not for children. Like and subscribe if you want to like and subscribe and you don't want my channel to be removed. What? Look at the defensive side of the things. Pierre, I don't care. Rakia Sin, hidden development, and that is obviously huge. Kenny Moore, 24. Hey, yes, he is. Perfect for the slot, and he is very young, but keep him in the slot for now. Maybe draft a corner. Linebacker, not a great thing outside of Darius Leonard. Someone tried to say, let me introduce you to Darius Leonard when I said not known for their linebacking core. Yeah, they're not. They got Darius, and that's it. They have three guys needed. Walker, he's young, but he's not really going to develop too much in Madden. Matthew Adams kind of looks like he's really excited for dinner. And then Bobby Akariki. Akariki? I don't know what his name is, but I know he's a rookie. Bobby is 23 years old. Does he start? He's fast. I guess we'll start him at right out. Hey, actually, he's a 71 overall. Of course, Malik Hooker. The DBs aren't terrible around here. Maybe look for a youngster. You got a youngster right here, though. Might compare them. All right, so let's look at some of the re-signings. Eric Ebron, he hasn't been going to free agency that much lately, so we're going to give him the 4-year deal. Totally worth the contract as a wide receiver. Of course, in the newest updates, I believe Jacoby has a 4-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. They took no time. They were like, yeah, we need to re-sign this man ASAP. We're not taking any chances. And you know what? I don't blame him. I don't, because he actually looks pretty damn serviceable. And, it's kind of looking like a very good steal so far. Even though it's expensive, open market-wise, not terrible. Anthony, we're going to wait because we might be able to tag him, or he might just retire. Who knows? I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not going to get it, but that would be pretty damn cool if Darius goes up. Well, it was a pretty big loss. Yeah, you did. You really did, man. And we are in the playoffs, but we're not in the playoffs. 9-7, just like the Titans. They robbed our spot. I don't know how to feel because we may draft... No, we can't draft QB because he's actually... I forgot Jacoby's on the team long-term. I forgot. I was thinking about something else. I promise you I'm not medicated today. Bears Campbell. Oh, Chester. Why? How old is Chester? He's got to be like 26, right? 26. How did I know? It's just like random guessing. I don't know what to tell you. Sack totals, not bad, but of course, Justin Houston's a pretty elite rusher. He's like an 87 overall, 88 overall. That's going to drop. Marcus Hunt, he, for whatever, does pretty decently. Adam Vinatieri last year in real life, almost undoubtedly, and in the game, I'm not sure, actually. I don't really pay attention to him much. Jacoby, number 9. All right, I'll take it. At least he's on the list. I don't think we had any rookie or any of that kind of awards. Unfortunately, Jacoby at number 5. I would love for him to get into the Pro Bowl, but he didn't. And that's that. Jumping on to the Super Bowl, we'll take a look at the development ups, if we even had any afterwards. Ravens versus the Panthers. New teams, kind of. The Ravens are making it there, here and there, but yeah, kind of new-ish. So T.Y. Hilton, I think, was already there. No running back upgrade. Jacoby didn't go up. Do we re-sign Funches? We didn't play him because I think he's injured in real life. He wants a contract. We have some money, but I think we can let him go and get a better wide receiver. He's like kind of like a a possession guy I'm not a huge fan of. Houston, did we not get our regressions yet? I thought that's what we simmed to, no? Maybe not. Okay. Resign period. Let's take a look at Costanzo. Left tackle would be a hard position to fill. I'm going to have a very good idea that this is going to be a tag situation. Yep, of course. Oh, he's so smart. He's a genius. He knew this was going to happen. He's like, they're not going to let me go, so I might as well. Actual scumbag. Actual, what a bad person. Just as a person, I'm not a fan. But as a business person, goddamn do I respect you, pal. I mean, what else can I say? It's brilliant. Why wouldn't he? He knows how desperate we are to keep this line intact. We know what happened to Andrew Luck. Jacoby's our second chance. Maybe not as good, but he's got the potential to be there. Now, Chris Jones, we do sign a decent bid, right? We'll be honest. We signed him a decent bid. However, this time we're actually forced to pay him. So, I think that's... How is Clowney here? I'm paying him instead of Chris. Maybe I'll pay both. Who knows? All right, Danny Vitale. Of course, every single time it's the guy we don't care about. Please, Clowney. Yes. Was that it? Really? Just Clowney? I mean, I'll take Clowney any day of the week. Anywhere. If you on the defensive line, of course, is where we mean. It's a really good defensive line now, like 10 times better. But Justin Houston, how long is he going to last? Impressive stuff that he's, still as good as he is. So we have a cornerback and a wide receiver around pick 17. Whatever one's there is the one we're going to take, and I don't know which one it's going to be. Ooh, I didn't think Brandon Green was going to be there now. We don't need that position at the moment, though. Where's the corner? So this is what my draft board looks like, because I plan on honestly taking 2 players. This guy looks pretty good. I know his 3-cone and shuttle isn't great. And then DeAndre Cole looks like a clear-cut beast. So I'm going to go with DeAndre Cole. And he is. I mean, I'm not really shocked by this one at all. Not super great a man. Still obviously a little rough, but very good. Do we... we can't trade up that high. We have a couple of wide receivers, so we don't absolutely have to take one. But I would like to take one. Cedric Tyson looking good. Brandon Green. So Niners probably could use one. I don't know. They got decent depth, though. Let's go to the Saints. Hopefully he's still there. Okay, I mean, we risked it, but we don't have to pay as much now. We trade pick 49 and 81 with Walker for pick 30 from the Saints, which I think we will obviously use for this wide receiver, assuming he is there. I didn't pay attention enough. We do also have a quarterback, Jimmy Archer, that we may take later, but I'm not quite sure. Rhett Walsh looks okay. But I think Jamal Hepburn looks like a clear-cut favorite of mine. So I'm going to go Jamal Hepburn. Okay, 74 overall, but hidden. That's all that matters to me is hidden. How fast is he? Okay, a lot. Oh, jumping is... I didn't pay attention to his vertical. Was it actually that good? 96 jumping. All right, so he's actually really good. Okay. I like it. I have a feeling he's going to go, but at the same time, drafting a backup lineman, can we really afford to trade up? Walsh goes, and he might have been a 3rd-round pick. I can't remember. No, he was a 2nd round. I don't want to lose this left tackle. I'm worried. Enrique Hunter, 39. Ooh, he is pretty. He's 27. Ooh, he's really good. That's a replacement for Anthony when he goes. Trade 59 this year, 94 next year, and Franklin for 47 from the Seahawks. Moved up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but still a very big pick for us. And we're going to take him. He looks pretty damn good to me. A little slow, but, a stonewall tackle type. Ooh, 71. But he is hidden. So 71 overall, but he is hidden. Good pass blocking. Once again, really slow like we expected, but that strength is what draws me in, obviously. He looks pretty good to me. I mean, even with Starr, that seems to be a pretty good draft pick. Now this quarterback, was he a mid or was he an early 4th? We've traded up a ton here. We might as well just get on with another trade up, perhaps. Marcus Peters, though. They really named him Marcus Peters. Wow, 78 or 76 overall. Holy crap. But at this point, I feel like the next quarterback that goes is going to be our guy. But, what can I do? From 17 to 20s, it's not going to be pretty. Nice pick for the Patriots, it seems. Ooh, 74 overall. Wow, that's not good. Thankfully, Jacoby is very good. But that sucks. I was going to hope to try to get to the 4th round because then it wouldn't have costed nearly as much to get there. Yeah, hopefully that's not something we regret. Claiborne looked pretty damn decent, so I might try to get him. Del Wheatley looks pretty good too, so let's try to move down a pick and then, just take back-to-back players, I think. Well, we traded down pretty much pick for pick. Raiders land a 70 overall right guard. Nice steal. So Garrison Claiborne, late 7th. We'll take him a little early. Okay, so 72 overall, but he is normal. That's not bad. That's actually really good. That's not a bad pick at all. That's a really good pick. Man, we've been killing the drafts lately. Bring on any challenger at this point. And then Del Wheatley, undrafted, might as well. Normal 67. Yeah, that's a bit of a bust. We fell for the throw power, the strength in general. How old is he, though? I mean, once again, though, like 21 in a user league, it might take you a little while to get him going, but obviously, I mean, in a user league, you can beat any team in the entire game, and you should have offensive linemen training on, because that's one of the hardest positions to develop. So, a few years as a backup, never hurt him. In this league, this rebuild, there's no point not to, because we're going to start these guys, a little bit knowledge, get it done quicker. Star development for Cole, but, he's a really good player, and he's a true number 1 or 2, so we're going to put him as a starter. Jamal Hepburn, he's really thick. I'll just put it that way. You know what I mean. 84 overall. That guy was good. He was very good. I'm actually shocked that we even got him, considering, usually the AI has a little bit of insider knowledge with that, and they usually take those guys. Enrique has Star, but, even with Star, it was a high pick, but it was still definitely worth the pick. Now, I know everyone's just thinking, how good was the other guy? Who was he? And why didn't we trade up for him? Well, we had a quarterback. That's why. Ooh, superstar. But hey, our guy's still really good because we didn't have pick number 2. If they traded pick number 2 all the way down to 17, they would have landed themselves a lot of talent on top of, a bunch of draft picks. That's why, I don't know, like, as an NFL franchise, I would just have such a hard time actually drafting in the top 5 unless I was taking corner or pass rusher. Outside of that, I would probably trade down. Jimmy Archer, hidden, Oh, he's decent, too. He's got some pretty decent traits. Actually, really good traits for a rookie. He looks amazing. He looks absolutely amazing. Star. All right, so Season 2, what we're going to have to do... Jacoby. Why couldn't you have just not been a good player and, I would have been forced to grab that guy. Would have taken him in the 2nd round, probably. But no, here we are with Jacoby. He's still a really good player, but that guy's basically just as good as Jacoby, except he's like 5 years younger and 2 better devs. So, it is what it is. We also got Larry Fitzgerald, but clearly that doesn't matter anymore. We trade Pierre Autry in a 4th round for a 3rd round in Riley Reef. I only took Riley because they couldn't afford the trade. I don't want him at all because he's old and expensive. All right, so this is what the starting lineup's going to look like. Hopefully Jacoby can cut it. Decent wide receiver group, as long as Hepburn is up to the challenge. Offensive line, obviously one of the best in the league. Tight end's looking great. Defense, Jamie Collins was a decent little upgrade for us, and hopefully he sticks around for another year because linebacking is not great outside of Darius Leonard. Cornerback has been improved even more, which you would think is not the case. It wouldn't happen, but it is. And safety, Hooker's great. Willis, could he take the next step, or do we need to draft someone? That's the question. Looking at re-signings, T.Y. Hilton, 4-year deal. I think we can do it because he actually does play a long time because X Factors just stay out. Really? X Factors stay around for a while. We're going to give Ryan Kelly a 4-year deal. This is a really good team to rebuild. They're amazing. There's such a good roster. Marlon Mack, I'll just give him the deal now. He looks like he's playing pretty damn well. We can pretty much afford everyone. We have money for everyone around. I don't know how. Jacoby's getting paid a decent bit, is he not? Oh, Jacoby needs a contract now. Okay. We'll have to take a look after the season because I don't know how well he's going to play. We had a chance at an X Factor QB and we didn't take him because we had him. So maybe we can focus on drafting one if he doesn't play so well. All right, last week, if we win, we are in. And we did. We won against the Texans. I actually didn't know. No, we did, because even the Titans won, which they lost. They would have had one less than we did for the win category. We did beat the Titans, which was huge. Lost 2 in a row, and then beat the Texans. If we'd have won all those games, you may have even had a bye week. I think we were actually like number 4 seed. Jacoby Brissett, 32 touchdowns, 14 picks, 3,991 yards. That's pretty decent. Probably does deserve the re-signing. Receiving, though, just really disappointing numbers yet again. Defensively, any crazy sack totals. Jadeveon was worth it. Houston has an even better season. Pick totals, not really great. Kicking, McManus was, I guess, better, but we didn't really have a choice. Adam Vinatieri kinda, retired on us. Looking at the players of the year, we may have had one with Clowney outside of that. Oh, actually, Hepburn and Cole with player of the year, rookie of the year award wins, which is really good. That's actually clutch. Hepburn is going to be one of our best receivers already. He's an 80 overall. What's his superstar ability? Curl specials. That's really interesting. Curl and comeback routes. That's interesting. I almost never go to those, but with that ability, I wonder if that would be the move. Of course, going against the 9-7 Chargers, they are a very good roster, so it would not surprise me to completely fail here and not even get a win. All right, come on. Do the impossible. Shock me. Right to left is us, so we did get a touchdown. They get a touchdown, though. Offense is struggling. Defense did well, and then, big touchdown, 14-10. Oh, we needed a touchdown there, but I'll take any points we can get. Start of the fourth is going to be a 20-10 lead, 20-13. We actually beat the Chargers. I'm actually shocked. 23-20. I know they haven't been crazy good in real life, but in Madden, they're still really good. Jacoby, yikes. I think, it was a good season he had. Was it a re-signing worthy season? I think it's going to come down to how he plays. I really think so. Oh, great. The Chiefs, there's zero chance this is... I had a little bit of hope for the last game, but not a chance here. Mahomes and that offense is just literally unstoppable in Sim. You guys might have seen it in our... well, probably not, because nobody watched that 0 throw power, 0 catching video. Please watch it. It was a good video, okay? Just because it's not the same. You guys can watch other videos. Still watch these, though, but, watch all of the videos. Even if I post, a tic-tac-toe compilation. I don't know. Left to right is us, of course, as you can tell by the fact that left to right has been unsuccessful for the majority of the game so far. Start of the second half, not terrible. Not good either. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, we lost, so... Good field goal stop. Well, not field goal stop, you know what I mean. Stopped him to a field goal. There's a chance, down by 8, defense makes a play, and they did. Are you serious, offense? I mean, stopping them the way we did is already impossible, right? I just want to get a playoff. I want to get a Super Bowl berth, right? I don't know if we don't get this, though, we lose the game. Uh-oh. The game could be lost. Marlon Mack. Didn't even know that's who we were throwing to, but here we are. I will not intervene anymore. Was that a negative punt? I mean, you guys see, I clearly made the right... Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't make the right... Okay. I might have to come in. No, I won't. Yes, I will. Oh! Did they fail the 2-point? Nope, they did not win. I mean, they did fail the 2-point. 27-25. Clutch game, though. Right down to the wire. Unfortunate loss, but well on our way. Not terrible. Jacoby did throw 2 picks again, but he didn't play necessarily poorly. I'm still having a really tough time on what I want to do, if I want to re-sign him or not, man. I feel like this is a franchise tag situation, honestly. I also think the franchise tag would be more than fair. I really do. Maybe not more than fair, but I think it would be fair. It's a phrase, okay? It's a phrase that people use for whatever reason. The Panthers win the Super Bowl over the Browns. Think anybody but the Browns or the Cowboys, right? I think we can all agree on that. I suppose unless you're a Cowboys or Browns fan. Darius Leonard does go up to X Factor. That's nice. Doesn't really change too much for us, but run stuffer a little bit faster, developing, I guess. Definitely some positions of need still. I can't believe Justin Houston's still playing at a really high level at 84 or at 32 years old. I'll take it, though. I will take it. He'll still start for us. Unless we have to re-sign him, actually. I think we may have had to. Yeah, his face is right there. Okay. Man, this is tough. Anthony Costanzo, we're going to let go. Jacoby, let's see if we can drop the offer a little bit. Test free agency, 33.4 mil. That's quite a bit. You know, if you times that by 4, you have very far over that amount. But we do at least have a chance to draft somebody else and maybe start them. Maybe not start them, but at least draft someone, see what our options are rather than being stuck in a rough situation. Offer Costanzo, he didn't want it. Offered Houston a 1-year, $9 million deal. He didn't want that. Forgot about Quincy. I'm fine with it. Fine with losing who we lost because, I mean, this team is still really freaking good. All right, so we're decent overall still. Positions of need. Any offensive lineman loss other than Costanzo appears not. No, you know, old age stuff with Glowinski or anything. Going to be looking for an offensive lineman in free agency, maybe 2. Defensively, linebacker, of course, is a big issue. D-line in general, you know, in general, definitely a big issue. And maybe a safety. So, I mean, we have plenty of money, and we have a decent bit of draft picks, so I think we'll be in a good spot. So I have no idea why there's so many good corners, but Adoree Jackson is coming to Indy. I mean, Adwuzie is there as well. We don't even really need corner, though. I suppose we can trade one of them. All right, so we got some players. Who do we get? We got Calais Campbell, Richard Sherman, and Adoree Jackson. Of course, Calais and Richard nearing the end of their careers, trying to push for a last-second Super Bowl run. And I think that's exactly what they're going to get joining this team. Huge improvements. Of course, Calais Campbell is going to be playing the defensive tackle spot. I think... What's his... Oh, yeah, he's very slow. He's going to play the DT spot, and we're going to probably draft a pass rusher. So we get Brandon Brooks, we do not get Decker, and we get James White. I was thinking about trading Hines because he's in need of contract. We can't really afford, you know, every single player we want to keep. There was an offer on Awuzie, and then they just took it off. I don't get that at all. So we trade pick 17, Kenny Moore, and a 4th round this year for pick 15. Of course, that 17 was a next year first round. There's a couple of really good players in this draft for the defensive side of the ball, so that was one of them. That really sucks. Tell me Thurston is there, whatever his name is, Thurston or Thudson. He's gone too? Oh, wait, maybe he's still there. Well, unfortunately, both of them are gone, so it's going to be a defensive tackle instead, Edward McBean. He's not that slow, but I don't think he's fast enough to play right end or left end, whatever. Holy, is he the best player in this draft? That has got to be X Factor. 76 speed, though. Ooh, does he play right end for us this year? That's... Okay, he's got to be X Factor. He's insane. Now, pick 25, there was a middle linebacker, late second. Hopefully he's still there. If not, I'll probably take some sort of lineman. Here he is, Terrell Miles. Really good potentials. 40-yard isn't great. 3-cone, everything else, though. Everything outside of 40-yard is great, though. So I think he's worth the risk. And I think he is. 73 overall, hidden. You know, it doesn't really matter what he is 6'4" in fairness, so the 82 speed's not terrible. But yeah, hidden, you know, decent jump, really good jumping and catching actually for a rookie. That's actually really good. Remember, though, we do not have a first round next year, so that's a problem. Nathan Matthews, really good looking quarterback. Jacoby, though, is he good enough? If he's there, start of the second round, I will go for him. Trade the Cardinals, Glowinski, a 2nd round this year and a 5th round next year. 29 years of age for a proven lineman is not terrible at all. The question is, are we actually going to take this guy? Because there are some other picks. You know, we do have a left tackle, Muldrow. He looks decent. Then you have a guard, Brad Doman, looks really good. You have a safety, Montrell Logan, a position we do kind of need. A little bit risky, though, because, you know, his potentials are not great, like his top skills. His combine's decent, though. Yeah, I think if you're going to trade up, you got to take QB. So Nathan Matthews, please. Yes. Okay, now, is he going to be a 74 Superstar X Factor? I don't... Ooh. Okay, he's really slow. I did not pay attention to that, but he looks really good. This is a guy with a lot of potential. Depends on what his actual development is. 23 is a little older than I would like at a QB. Probably won't start year 1, but that's a really good pick. Now, 3rd round, if we don't have anyone, we're probably going to trade down to try and at least collect something to fix our lack of first round next year. Oh, we didn't. Oh, I almost just double tapped A. That would have been brutal. Yeah, let's see if we can trade the 3rd round pick with something else to maybe get like a good 2nd round. Now, this one's a little debatable on if it was fair or not, but I traded a third this, which is like right now, a next year third in Hines for pick 24 from the Patriots next year. The reason why I think it's fair, though, is because the Patriots love players like that. Would they overtrade for someone like that? I don't know. They did give up a second-round pick for Mohamed Sanu, who's old as hell. So I'm going to lean on the side that they actually might. Was that actually our I think that might have been our tackle. I'm pretty sure that was the guy we had. That is ridiculous. The unluckiness we have. We fix our draft for next year, and a lot of that has to do with just the amount of depth this team base has. But I think, depending on the quarterback, of course, let's see what this guy is. Normal development, 73. Ooh, he's actually pretty good. He might actually be our starting punter. Outside of like a hidden punter, that's one of the best punters I've ever drafted. That's pretty, I mean, you knew I was going to say one of the best or the best, you know, at some point. All I know is in a user league, I would probably require a team to pay pretty damn close to a first round for Hines. He's that good, that fast, that agile, that versatile. Very good looking. We're looking really good. What a name, by the way. Development is star. I mean, I'll take it, but star, really. Terrell Miles, I would love this man to be superstar or X Factor. It's a big position need, and he's only star. Now, this one, we've had 2 stars. Now, this guy, Nathan, is star. That would be brutal. And he's not. He's superstar. Okay, so now we're cooking. You know, you would have thought we weren't cooking, but we are. We're cooking. Okay, that was clutch. Of all the people to get superstar or better, definitely the guy I would have preferred to have. Oh, absolute bust. Great traits, but bust. Unless there's scripting, which there could be in fairness. I don't know if there is, but if there's scripting where guys that are, you know, like that, if they automatically get a chance at a scenario higher rate than other players, maybe that's not terrible. But in that situation, it is. Now, the guy we wanted, Prewitt, at 14. What was his development? Only star, really? Okay, I mean, star developments. I don't feel that bad now. We did also have Thurston. I'll take a look at Prewitt's ratings, though. 3'10", 6'5", but he was very fast. This guy, I can see why they gave him star, similar to McBean. Just base stats are off the charts. Kendall Thurston, 81 power move, 75 block shed. This guy's got a lot going for himself. Really, wow. 98 stamina. That is extremely high for a rookie. And, okay, never mind. Throw what I said out the window because it doesn't matter. He's absolute freakly. But we still landed a really good draft. You know, put ourselves in a rough spot trading up, but it ended up working out pretty damn well, I think. By the way, we have probably made a really bad decision. I don't know if they changed regression recently, but I could have sworn T.Y. Hilton lasts a lot longer than 31. 2 speed loss. Look at the losses. That's so brutal. We have this man on a very expensive contract coming up. He'll be good for at least this year, but next year he might be like an 85, which is really unfortunate. This is what the offensive line looks like, though. It's technically better than last year. I would say Hunter, you know, he's made some strides, 73 overall. You know, he's decent, good pass blocker, and that's the main thing we care about around here. And then looking at the defensive side of the ball, you know, linebacker Miles will start. Bobby will probably replace Jamie next season, but for right now, I think this is the lineup we're going to rock with. Looks really good. You know, edge, maybe work with Toure for now, and then maybe McBean moves over. Who knows? I'm not really sure at this point, but I think this is the best case scenario for us for now. All right, so we have to pay the big man himself, Quentin Nelson. We're going to give him one of the biggest deals in offensive lineman history because he deserves it. We all love the man, especially in franchise, and that's the deal he's going to get. Darius Leonard, one of the few linebackers that actually deserves outside linebacker money. We're going to give him that 6-year, almost $100 million deal. Braden Smith, another guy we need to give a... How does this team have so much damn money? What? I'm actually kind of confused here. Why does this team have so much money? Is there, like, we're paying Brissett $33.4 million. I mean, there's some expensive oh, wait, in fairness, it's going to get a lot more expensive next season, but still, I don't know. The rookie deals, I suppose. So this is going to be really awkward because, yeah, this team did really freaking well with Jacoby at QB. Look at the team schedule. Bills, we lost to. Texans, we lost to. Rams, we lost to. But every other team, we beat. And I don't know what to tell you because the rookie didn't start. And Jacoby had a pretty damn good season, even better than last year. Rushing Marlon Mack went absolutely off. T.Y. Hilton did really well. Paris did well. Hepburn, come on, man. Like, could you step it up? Offensive line was really good. And then sack total. What? 16.5 sacks for Edward McBean, the DT. Clowney with 15.5. Leonard with 9.5. Campbell with 9.5. Wow, this is one of the best realistic rebuilds we've ever had. And I know I say it all the time. Stop. Okay, it is. It's one of the best. Look at Jimmy Arndt. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. Where are we? Were we not on the list? Am I blind? I feel like I'm blind. No, he's just not on the list. Okay, I thought we would have been on there. Jacoby at 13, or at 7. Mack at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't even remember having one. Obviously, like, he was almost Defensive Player of the Year, probably. Where is he? McBean at number 6. That's ridiculous. He's almost the actual Player of the Year on defense. Marlon Mack, best running back. Okay, so we have probably some dev-ups coming our way, I would assume, right? But the question is, will it even matter? We might already, we might win a Super Bowl here. But it's a really tough situation. What do you do? Because, of course, Nathan is going to be just as good of an overall, if not better, especially when he was focus trained. 80 overall, 97 throw power. Holy crap. Yeah, he's already just as good as Jacoby. However, in Sim, Jacoby does kind of go off. I can't lie. He does kind of go off, but I don't know what you do. I don't know. And then look at the defensive side of the ball. No crazy upgrades, at middle linebacker, but McBean went up a lot, and he deserved to. He went up 5 overalls. Ridiculous. I don't know how at 80 finesse you do that well in Sim, but hey, finally we get some numbers. This is by far the best sack total realistic rebuild we've had, especially considering outside of Clowney, we don't have any crazy pass rushers on the team. But let's take a look at Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Are they going to be beatable? We're in 89, which is ridiculous, but an 87, especially for an AI, is absurd as well. This is a rough one, man. So is this year 3 or is this year 4? I'm not really sure. Oh, God, what am I doing? All right, so the Ravens are going to score 7 out the gate. We will, bounce back with 7 as well. This is, in regular season-wise, really good offense. Let's see what it actually looks like in-game, especially in the playoffs. Defense is doing okay. I can't really complain. Offense has been pretty disappointing here. We do get a field goal, so I'll take any points we can get. Defense is struggling. Oh. Lads, do you even understand what this game is? So they're just going to leave the Super Bowl with every single timeout, huh? Smart. It's risky. But hey, maybe it'll pay off for them. Oh, what a catch, though. To the 17, we lose the Super Bowl with 3 timeouts. Can the game be fixed? Yes. Will it be? Absolutely not. Jacoby was amazing, considering, he outplayed Lamar technically. Well, maybe not, actually. They had a couple rushing touchdowns. That's, upsetting. What's even more upsetting is, what do you do? Like, do you actually replace Jacoby even though he's played well? I don't know what to do. I just don't. This is the toughest situation at quarterback I've ever had. On one hand, you have a guy that just can't develop, but is playing well. And on the other hand, you have a guy that hasn't even gotten his chance yet, but he's a really good overall. Let's take a look at who we lose. If we lose Sherman and Calais, I'm probably going to... Well, I don't know if we know yet, do we? Super Bowl results, Ravens, Giants... Let's take a look. It is the Giants, surprisingly. Okay. If we lose Calais and Sherman, I think we will go with Nathan, just so we can use the extra money to replace those guys. We do lose Calais. We don't lose Sherman, though, and I believe we have him for one final season. We do need a new linebacker. I don't know what to do, man. I just don't. And we have the money, too. I don't want to tag him, so... Offer's perfect. I'm surprised. Usually they don't accept. And now he wants more money. I offered him a 2-year, $65 million deal. He did not take it, but we could offer him yet another franchise tag. Because he's good, too. You know, he's one of the best 81 overall quarterbacks you're going to get. Nathan with scheme fit, I mean, he's not much worse. And a full season starting, he might get to that. So I think we're just going to let Jacoby go. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's all I can give you. But at least now we can, splurge on a pass rusher or two, I suppose. Cheaper quarterback equals more talent, and I don't know. That's all I'm going to keep saying. Lamar Jackson is a free agent. What? What do you mean? I would give him every dollar. What's the highest offer you can give? I've never put the bonus anywhere near that. $420 million. You cannot exceed the league limit. I think the league limit's like $270 as well. That's crazy. Jair is there. J.J. Watt is there. All right, we went even more all in on defense. We land... Really? So, I didn't expect to get Jacoby. I offered him a 5-year, just about league minimum, because they wouldn't take, he wouldn't take a 2-year deal. I'm going to edit it to a 2-year deal, give him a little bit of money, but I don't understand why he took it. Jair, we offered him a 5-year, $65 million deal, which is really good considering how much he wanted. He wanted like a 4-year, $70 million. And then J.J. Watt, we did pay him full price. We gave him a 2-year, $40 million deal. Damon Harrison is worth $9 million. Once again, I have no clue where this money is coming from. I have zero idea, but I assume we're going to be broke next season, right? I think that's a fair assessment. This has quickly turned into a fantasy style. I can tell you that. But in the terms of what is realistic, it's not unrealistic. That's all I can tell you. I couldn't go for Leighton. I'm not paying $20 million per year for a linebacker. We have unbelievable talent at corner. And then we could trade Rocky Sin for basically near a first round. Oh, maybe not. He's 26 already. Maybe a second round pick. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. This team, I just can't stress this enough. I have no idea where the money is coming from. And I would like to assume it will be gone soon. All right, so with pick 14 in the first round, there is no clear choice. Here he is, Mr. Daniel Bell, linebacker, biggest need on the team. We reached, apparently, but not by much. Hidden development, 74 overall. Kind of slow like the last guy we just had, but decent. Definitely not as good, but still a pretty good player. And I think that pretty much sets the linebacking core for quite a bit. Let's go to the next round. There is a safety. Hopefully he's there. I maybe should have tried to trade up, but we'll find out in a minute. Oh, no. No. Pause, quickly. Vikings could take him, unless he's gone already, which he probably is. He's not. Patterson, he looks ridiculous. Of course, he's kind of small, 5'9". You would replace Sherman in the future, so let's try to trade up with the Vikings. And really, after that, I don't have a whole lot of players I need. So we trade pick 60, a third next year, and Claiborne for 33. A bit steep, but I think this Patterson guy looks good enough to be taken. Let's make sure that we don't have someone else. We do have Terry Hughes. Looks decent. We have Royal. Looks very good, actually. But we still have a chance. 4th round pick is pretty decent. So, Jay Patterson, 5'9". Let's see what he's got. Oh. Normal, but 76 overall. He's young. Is he a cornerback? He seems more like a cornerback to me. But he does have 80 hit power, so that's interesting. I don't know. It's... In a user league, that'd be a great pick because development doesn't matter too much in a user league, in my opinion, outside of corner. I don't know, it's not easy to get a scenario, I suppose, but at least it's an option. We have the 3rd pick in the 4th round, so let's see what we can do with that pick. Maybe that lineman Royal will be there. We don't need too many linemen. Our guys are actually going to last quite a while, so I don't know if we really need one, but if he's there, we'll take him. He's not. Derek Bowen, I suppose, take best available. Oh, 64. Oh, that strength is insane, but he is a bust. We do have a 9th pick, so we'll try to trade this down. Trade for the Eagles next year. Oof, that's not a good pick. Next year, 4th round, which we will definitely not be able to see. And our corner's gone, but that is what it is. So a lesser draft, but still a decent one. We drafted 3 players, 1 bust. The safety wasn't amazingly great, but he was still probably worth the pick. And then linebacker, obviously, we'll have to see what his development is. But overall, I think you know, as long as you get hidden, it's probably a good pick. So let's see, Daniel Bell. Once again, looks pretty good. He's a little bit faster than the other guy, but he is worse. However, yeah, I'd say overall he is worse. Star development, yikes. We trade Rocky Sin to the Vikings for a third-round pick. Of course, they were the worst team last season, and that immediately becomes their number one corner, which is insane, but he does. So, of course, this team is absolutely loaded. By far the best line in the league. You know, before some of the changes we made was the best line in the league. Now it's easily the best line. However, I will say we did kind of lack in the receiving options, though. You know, we have Hepburn and then Hilton, but, you know, Hilton's not a great overall. He's already an 86 overall. He's regressed pretty severely here. And, you know, we got Kiki QT, but I mean, he's not much of an upgrade over Paris, if an upgrade at all. Defensively, however, has been ridiculous. I mean, this is a very good defense for a realistic style rebuild. But, of course, nothing to it but to do it. All right, so here's going to be the moment of truth, right? We just can't afford anyone, right? Kinda. I mean, okay, so who do we have to pay? How? I've never seen this. I just don't understand how we can afford everyone. It's never happened. I don't get it. All right, so we're going to be simming to the playoffs for our final year. Super Bowl win, Super Bowl trip or not. And, of course, we do have a bye week. We lost to the Chiefs last second. 11-5, worse than with Jacoby. We're off to a 9-2 start, though, I believe. And then we just lost a couple of games right at the end. Lost 2, which is rough. You know, may have even gotten the Titans in the playoffs with that loss. Nathan Matthews, 3,600 yards, 27 touchdowns, 12 picks. Not as good as Jacoby. Marlon Mack, not as good as previous Marlon Mack. Maybe it had something to do with starting Hepburn over Hilton. I don't know. But let's take a look at the sack totals. In fairness, everyone just kind of didn't play as well. You know, last year was the magical season. Even though we have a way better team this year, you know, EA's still going to catch you with the EA every once in a while. Jimmy Archer, I got to take a look at this guy because he is tearing up the league, and it's pretty frustrating. Miles wins Defensive Player of the Year. Forget Rookie of the Year. I mean, even don't forget it because we got a Daniel Bell, but damn, nice. Anything else? That seems no is the answer. We didn't show the development ups either, but Marlon Mack did get to Superstar last season. I think he has Spin Cycle. He does have Spin Cycle and Leapfrog. However, Bean didn't go up. I mean, he had a 16.5 sack season from a DT spot. I mean, what else can you get? All right, the Browns, you know, they're pretty OP. 85 overall, I mean, they're still really good. Olivier is an unstoppable force player. I got to take a look at this. This is absurd. 85 overall at 31. That's pretty insane. What's his abilities? Unstoppable force with unfake. Damn, man. And, you know, not great, but that's insane that he's X Factor. Here's Jimmy Archer. Superstar X Factor, of course, with the ratings of 90. He is pretty good. Pretty damn good, can't lie. Abilities are Pro Reads, Inside Deadeye. That's a pretty good ability. Wait, so why does he have Inside? Is that because of some ability? Like, is it Field General? Field General might be the one to go with then. Pocket Deadeye, really good throw is... Wow. That's pretty damn good. Those two abilities are really freaking good. As a pure passer, only thing better is probably Escape Artist. But here we are, 92 overall to the 85 Browns. Once again, we are not going to get really any much better. Probably, no, we can't get any better because Sherman's going to retire. J.J. Watt could retire, but he's definitely going to regress. Damon Harrison's probably going to retire. If not, he's going to be gone. There's going to be a lot of players on this team that are gone or really low of an overall, specifically O-line too, maybe even Ebron. This is the best this team is going to get. Let's see if it truly is, though. You know, end of the first, no score. Second quarter, right to left is us. We do stop them. You know, both defenses playing really well. We do give up a touchdown right before half, though, and that's not good. Huge run by Marlon. Carrying the load this game a bit. Up by 10, only up by 3 now. Oh, no. It is our ball, though, if you just, you know, don't give them the ball back. I mean, you can give them the ball back now because we have won the game. All right, so that's a tough matchup because you remember we had a bye week, so the Browns had to win against somebody to get there. Matthew's not playing outstandingly well. Do we bench him for Jacoby? I'm sorry. I would not blame you for being mad. I wouldn't. The Broncos. Really, the Broncos? Oh no. I was wondering, I was like, who the hell do they have at quarterback? Because usually it's like Andrew Luck if you don't remove him from the league, which of course we did, especially in a rebuild with the Colts. Of course they get Lamar. They paid him probably $7 million, 7 years, $270 million, which is ridiculous. All right, this is an interesting one so far. First quarter, 3 points. Another 3 points. 13-0 now. 16-0. They march down, but no points. All we need is any points, and we're in the. Yep, we win the We didn't win the Super Bowl, but we're on to the Super Bowl. 24-10. Let's see how. Oh, eyes are looking demonic. Nice. Matthews, he threw a pick, but 82% completion percentage, completely outperformed Lamar. Both running backs fumbled, which is really interesting. It's something I would hope we'd hope we don't do ever again. Kicking, McManus missed one, but still a really good game going against his former team. And, of course, it was between the Packers and Cowboys. Which team did you really think it was going to be against? Come on. 87 overall, shut down first one for you. Yeah, they've got a lot of really good players, obviously. All right, come on, fellas. Right to left is them. They score a touchdown. We score a touchdown. Long drives. Touchdown. Both teams are having a very high success rate. Oh, my Lord, we can't give up points like that. Start of the fourth quarter. Oh, my God, the team is doing pretty damn well. It's the fourth. Slow down. Maybe not. Oh, my God, with a minute left at midfield. We can win the game. Are they just going to let the clock go? Literally no timeouts used. What? Okay, I guess I'm kicking a field goal. That was not in my intentions at all. Oh, it's 4th and 2. Never mind. Thank God somebody's paying attention because I'm not. Okay, never mind. It appears we may win the Super Bowl. I was trying to get in the game just to give them a chance to kick a field goal, but apparently I forced our hand. We win. We deserved it. I don't care. I really don't. Hannibal Lecter loses a Super Bowl for the first time ever, But either way, we win a Super Bowl with the Colts. It was a weird, Jacoby Brissett, Nathan Matthews hybrid. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we missed out on a Superstar X Factor QB. Then we landed a Superstar, but Jacoby was still playing at a high level. We give him a backup contract. He takes it. I don't know. It was a weird one. It was one of the weirder ones we've had for sure. The weirdest part was the fact that we had what seemed to be almost unlimited money. I don't know if they just have really good contracts on this team, but I can't tell you what it was. I really can't. I have no clue how we got away with the contract we did. We paid Watt a 2-year, $40 million deal. It was like nothing. Jair, we paid him less than he wanted, but still, over 11, $13 million a year pretty much. Adoree was 9 to 12, around that range. Sherman was pretty cheap, in fairness. It was a 2-year, 13, 14 mil. We didn't have to, we paid out some decent contracts. I don't know. I'm happy it was a success is all I can tell you. That's about it. And, of course, it was. So, there you go. Take a look at the difference between the quarterbacks. Both played pretty similarly. Dak had one less pick, but he also had one less touchdown. And James White fumbled. Can't have that happening, but we did, and we still won. Eric Ebron with 2. Blizzard, I don't know who the hell that is. Marlon Mack had 1, so did T.Y. Who was the sack totals? Ooh, who was it? Jadeveon and J.J. Watt doing pretty damn well. We had some pressure. Lots of pressure that game. Not bad at all. Kicking perfect, and it came down to having a perfect game kicking both teams, really. That's pretty much that. Let's see what the regressions are, the development ups, the retirements, and then finally the GGs, because we have successfully rebuilt the Indianapolis Colts. Let's take a look. Brandon Brooks seems like he wants to play another year, and I probably would let him do that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't him after all. Let's see what T.Y. Hilton. He's an 85 overall now. He's 84 technically. He's still usable, though. That's the thing that's crazy. He's still definitely usable. You need a right guard, but outside of that, you're pretty damn decent on offense. Defensively, Watt still there, surprisingly. No Sherman. It's a really good team still. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe we still did have a chance to get even better somehow. And hell, Damon Harrison's still here. You got about 25 mil to work with, so you're getting broke, but not really. I don't get it. I'm not going to even say it anymore, because clearly you guys are sick of me saying it. I suppose now it makes more sense because we don't have a crazy expensive quarterback contract, but before we did, we paid $34 million for that one season. Salary cap is 225 mil. Apparently we're paying 190. Do we have some contracts coming up? I don't know, man. I just do not know. Either way, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you're new to the channel, maybe like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr. And if you have any ideas for video ideas in general, you know, you guys like the, it seems like most of you guys like the Madden Blast from the past series. If you have a suggestion from that, you know, throw that in here. If you guys have a rebuild challenge, throw that in there. Let me know what you want to see. But anyways, hopefully you guys come back for next video. Thanks for watching. But until next video, see ya!